Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is do a read for the month of October, and this will be a general read. So if you are looking for a personal read that taps into your own personal energies, go to The Guided Intuitive up here or in my description box, all right? This will again be for the month of October. This will be for your Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs. And also keep in mind too, for those of you that have been booking sessions with me, coaching sessions, packages, Beyond the Read sessions, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I truly don't take it lightly being on part of your journey, and I ultimately, so wildly appreciate it. So, for those of you that are experiencing, perhaps any sort of, obstacles or challenges that are standing in the way in terms of a relationship, a situation, or just in your life overall, you definitely want to check out a discovery session up here or in my description box, because that does allow for some one-on-one time complimentary for us to get to know you, make a recommendation based upon your needs, right? From where you are now and moving that needle to where you want to be, right? So if that sounds like you, definitely go ahead and book that there. And there you have it. All right, so let's jump into this and see what's happening for the month of October for you. This is going to be what the universe wants you to know. My bi-weeklies are more of the love-generated side, and this is going to be what the universe really wants you to know for the month of October. All right, so let's jump into this and see what's going on for you. Okay, so what do we get coming out on the board here? We've got the Moon card, we've got the King of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So we've got two major arcana coming right out. Now the Moon card talks about illusions. So Jim, there could be some sort of illusions on an emotional aspect in terms of your life, maybe in terms of a relationship or situation that's deep down. Okay, it's really down, and it's deep in the subconscious, right? And so when I get this talks to me, not only is it a Pisces card, right, but it seems that any sort of situation, or what's happening in a situation or a relationship, so to speak, or whatever's brought you to my channel. This is saying is that those emotions that are subconscious, they're going to come up. Okay, this is about the illusions are going to be shown. Okay, it actually is a 19 card that, an 18 card that reduces to a 9, which means coming to fruition. So whatever has been elusive or in somewhat left you kind of like, I really don't know what's happening here, well, it's going to come to the surface here. Okay, so just to let you know, the next card that I get is the King of Pentacles, and that is about really focusing on your domain. This is about having authority, being very disciplined and controlling in terms of what it is that you do. Now, it could be in a relationship or situation, work or relationship, and do keep that in mind. But this is someone who also uses their instinct, right? The wolf is kind of like kind of that dog there is really focusing on using instincts to work with others, or to be able to intuitively maneuver others for the benefit. Okay, so again, you got to be very careful in terms of that. But this is what's coming into play here, and this is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo type energy. You could be you taking on that energy, or someone around you. Okay, but I really feel the beauty of this is he's got a smile on his face. And this could be that someone around you perhaps as well. And then I get the Hierophant, which is really beautiful. This is that spiritual side. I almost feel that this is kind of like the work side, and this is the spiritual side kind of coming together. So that's kind of what I see here. But the Hierophant is 5. There's some sort of change or some sort of conflict in terms of tradition or belief. Okay, and what's happening here is you're either getting the guidance and you're being enlightened from this, whether you're teaching someone else or someone's teaching you, but now you're getting enlightened, and it's kind of like this aha moment, right? He's got this big grin on his face, and he's like, yes, so I really feel that there is some sort of change in a belief system or tradition, maybe based upon what you had done in the past and how that's different for you now, and maybe because something has been acknowledged from the subconscious that's coming up, or something that's being revealed, and that's kind of what I'm seeing that's coming through here. We'll dive a little deeper, but I want to determine what the numerology cards have to say about this, and see what wants to come out for you here. This is all about how you feel about yourself right now. Okay, so let's take a look at what this is. Yeah, parenting. Okay, so it could have to do with parenting. I don't know if there's children into play. It could be the case for some of you. What number card is this? So it's a 9 card, okay? So it's a 63 card reduced into a 9. And this talks about, you have a natural gift for parenting. You've got this natural gift, Jen, for working with children. I'm just saying it's what's coming out here. This is confidence, which is the yellow, which is the solar plexus chakra, and then the blue that's the throat chakra, okay? But this is saying is whether you know it or not, you really got a knack for parenting. This is really beautiful, okay? So perhaps you have a child or children, but this is saying, or maybe you just got an extended family or a circle of friends. But what this talks about is that maybe you play a parental role within your relationships with others who perhaps tend to behave like children. So it could be the case for you, is what I see coming through here. But you've got this ability to nurture. You've got this innate ability to teach, okay, as well. And so, and that next generation, to raise that vibration is what I really feel. So, everything that, any sort of investment that you paid forward in as it pertains to a child has just double dividends, is what I see here, okay? So just honor, embrace the role that you play in the life of a child, whether it's your own or that of a relative, a client, or something else of the sort, is what's coming into play here. But that's what I see here. Yeah, you're just making the world a brighter place, and that's how I feel here. So I don't know. It's interesting, guys, that came out. So for some of you, note your comments below, because that's kind of interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's see what else wants to come out here. Adventure. Okay, so we get the 55 card here that reduces to a 10, right? So now it's like, there's an adventure of some sort that is coming to fruition for you, okay? An adventure in love, an adventure in life, whatever that is for you here. But this is really, really beautiful. So it's cool because this talks about that you need in your life, Gem. I tell you, you're all about adventure anyway. Is what I feel. At least the Geminis that I know. But this is saying is that you're encouraged to step out of a rut, okay? This is about jumping into something and getting into something that's a little bit more exciting right now for you, okay? And that's what I feel. I mean, it doesn't have to be super dramatic or anything, but it does have to be, some minor adjustments to bring a little bit of fun into the day-to-day, right? Do something different, right? So this is a time to be inquisitive and perhaps a little daring. Maybe it's you're taking up a new hobby, or maybe you go on some sort of voyage or some sort, or maybe just a random act of kindness is all you need for an adventure, so to speak. So that's what this is talking about too. So that's coming up for you. How interesting, guys. Let's take a look at what you want to, what you want most right now. Okay, what do you want most right now? Let's take a look at what that is, Jim. Okay. I don't have to record these at night because I'm feeling a little bit, it's just a little bit more relaxing. Not to mention it's been 100 degrees out here today. But it just is a lot more, my energy, it seems to be really on par with that. So guys, I hope you understand. But yeah, I feel like I want to record some of these at night here. So that's kind of what's happening here. I'm loving it. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so what you want to know, what you want most in this moment, you want balance. You want balance in a situation is what I feel. This is the 3 of Pentacles, and the 3s are about, you want communication. Maybe there's some sort of balance that's necessary within communications, because we get the Justice card. This is a major arcana card. And then we get the Devil card. So 2 major arcana that are coming through here. And it has to do with communication. So probably negative communication and positive communication that makes things equal and balanced, and communication that makes the situation a little bit more toxic. Okay, so this is about heating the lights. If it's a red light, green light, yellow, it's kind of like, that's what I kind of feel that's coming into play here. It's that communication and working with others and communicating better is what I feel here. So very interesting. So in a situation, there is a need to balance the scales of justice. Now this could be in a court case of some sort, or again in a relationship or situation, moving it away from the toxicity and putting justice at the forefront. Okay, so that's what I see here, because rather than kind of being a puppet to a particular situation or scenario, this is saying is that that's time for justice to play its role. So what you want most is balance in a relationship or situation. that I think is coming through here. And hey, I agree. Very, very cool. So let's take a look at anything else in what you want most in this moment. We're going to pull some other cards here and see what wants to come out. Here it is. What is it? What do we have? Enjoy the journey. Okay, so your life is an adventure anyway, but yeah, the fun is all about getting there. So really acknowledge your progress that you've made so far in a situation, and don't forget to continue to be spontaneous, okay, because that's going to be really, really key. So enjoy the journey, okay. And this is also about perspective, okay. So this is about having consideration and perhaps seeing a side of a situation or a relationship, whatever's brought you to my channel. Be able to see both sides of the situation is what I feel, okay? So perspective, what filter are you looking at, through that lens? What lens are you applying to a situation? Because this is saying is that, taking responsibility for your life and gaining perspective of a situation, okay? So that could be the case. So what you want most is a clear perspective and to enjoy this journey in the process, right? And to balance things out a little bit better and get rid of any sort of toxicity that might be sticky in the situation, okay? Let's take a look. I want to find out what are your fears, okay? Let's take a look at what your fears are, okay? What is that for you here, okay? What are your fears in the situation for the month of October, okay? This is I get the 5 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, which is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now that could be you or someone around you. And then I get the King of Cups, right? Yeah, King of Cups. And this is all about balanced emotions, right? This is about going through some sort of conflict, deceit, it could be some sort of tension in a situation. The beauty of this is that this is changing. The 5s are about change in that conflict. So, well, it's changing. Let's just put it that way. 5s are about there's a change in terms of this conflict. And now it's about letting the waters calm, settle, and then decide which wave you want to take, which route, that you want to take, okay? It's like preparation, being prepared, getting foresight, getting strategy together, right? After, kind of like some sort of change in a situation, okay? And it's not that, it's about making the proper choices and, the ebb and flow of life, watching the waves come in, and you're not going to choose just any wave. You're going to choose the one that's intuitively speaking to you and resonates with you best. And it's going to be based upon your emotions, whatever that means, smooth sailing for you. Okay, there's a sailboat in the background. The King of Cups is the most level in terms on an emotional basis, and I think that's from the chaotic waters. It's kind of moving into the calmer waters, and even more so now here is what I feel here. It's kind of like could be Dylan. He's got a Pisces charm around his neck, and he's just very, very calm, and it's got this really being an authority of his emotions. So this is really beautiful. So you're afraid perhaps of getting involved into your emotions and diving into them because they might scare you a little bit, but this is saying it's actually time to acknowledge them and to be actually strategically in that, and that's what this is saying. So yeah, be a little bit, this is about, let the emotions calm a little bit and then check in with yourself. What's going to help you in this? Let's see what it is that you need to do, and it's going to help you overcome this fear here, okay? And I think it's a fear of emotions, okay? That's what seems to be coming up. So let's take a look, all right? Gem, yeah, surrender the stress, okay? This is about taking a few deep breaths, right? A few deep breaths for yourself, okay? And this is saying is to, let go of some of that tension that's been built up on a cellular level in your body. And what this wants you to do is to really let that stress go and allow you to get back into center with yourself. So taking those deep breaths and breathing in for 2 and letting go for perhaps even 3 to 4 are really, really beneficial, and that's what's really going to help you. So surrender to stress in this situation. That's going to help you overcome any sort of fear. And what else? People-pleasing habits. Don't do something because others want you to do them, or you're going to feel better that if you do them for that person, it'll make them happy. Don't do that. This is saying is that, really speak your needs in a relationship or situation on what it is that is going to, again, leave you really balanced, right? And this is about, you're responsible for your own happiness, but you're not responsible for making everyone else happy, okay? So remember that, okay? Tough lesson to learn for some of you who haven't kind of gone through that, and I it was a problem that I even remember, having. It took me a while, man, it took me a while. And I will tell you guys, it is about just creating healthy boundaries for yourself. That's all it is, creating healthy boundaries for you. Filling your cup up first, so you're emotionally balanced, and then you're able to pour some of that into others, okay? All it is, okay? So that's what's coming into play. So that's going to help you with your emotions, with your fears there, okay? What is going for you, okay? What is going for you right now, okay? What's going for you, Gem, right now? Let's take a look what that is. What's going for Gemini in October, okay? Let's see what that is. Page of Cups, okay? Nice. I get a little bit more about balancing, guys, okay? It's what I'm getting here. I get the Page of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So the Page of Cups, this is offering, this is a message of love, okay, that's coming through. Now, this could be you offering if you happen to have water in your chart, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or it could be someone around you. But this is an offer, an opportunity or a message of love, maybe offering a message of love to someone that perhaps has been on your mind, and perhaps wanting to take those next steps to abundance here. That's what seems to be coming into play here. But the next card that I get is that there is a need for change. Okay, so there's a change that's necessary. Ridding of any sort of negative emotions or limiting beliefs that might be holding you back, of achieving this Seven of Wands, about having faith in the passions and in your world, and making the choices from a balancing aspect. So the Seven of Wands talks about continuing to persevere despite any sort of competition. This is about continuing to persevere in this situation. So this is about this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the Eight of Swords type of energy, but wanting to offer a cup of love perhaps to a fellow air sign, and wanting to either persevere despite any sort of imbalance, perhaps. And this is wanting to persevere is what I really feel here, okay? And gaining your balance to do that, all right? Because for some reason, this might balance you out. I don't know why, but it just does. What is this Eight of Swords? What is this Eight of Swords here? What is that for you? Let's take a look. Surrender to what is, okay? Instead of fighting things when you can't change something, you just accept exactly what it is and be at peace with it, okay? All right? So that's what I see here. So it's the Eight of Swords is surrendering to what is, and surrender to the effortlessness, okay? Don't try to push so hard. Go with the flow instead of trying to row up, row up upstream on a river, okay? Something of the sort. But that's what I feel. It's like I get like the going with the flow, surrender to what it is. It's going to keep things really balanced. It's kind of like divine. It's kind of like divine timing here. What is going against you? What's going against you here? Okay. What's going against you? Let's take a look. What's going against you? What's going against you? I get the King of Wands, right? This is fire type energy. So this is about entrepreneurial. This is really about being that visionary, right? Moving forward and having the courage to move forward. And this is also, I get the World card, which is coming to completion, and then the Queen of Pentacles. So I really feel that having the courage. This is having that vision. To come to some sort of completion that is going to make you feel at ease. I don't know if you happen to be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but there's been some sort of completion, or this could be also you that's having the courage to maybe travel to someone. And it could be someone that is very motherly and has that down-to-earth motherly type instinct as well. And it could be that as well. So how interesting. I'm going to pull another card on this and see what this is. In terms of this, let's see, take a look. What is it? What is this? Being love. It wants you to really focus on love and have unconditional love for yourself. You know, it's kind of like this Queen of Pentacles has that, and maybe perhaps that you're learning from her, but that's what I see. Or it could be someone around you, or you're having unconditional love, but it's like attracts like, and that's what you're kind of understanding in this situation. This is about just exude love, exude the love, I should say, exude love in all that you do. Okay, so include love by exuding love, right? And in loving yourself, right? And this is love where you are at right now. Appreciate the current circumstances. See the beauty in everything. It's about everything of being what is in your life right now, and appreciating gratitude, being thankful, and being in love. Exuding that love and focusing on moving forward. Maybe perhaps in a business of some sort, or where you're a leader and you have to be the lead and take courage in there. Is what I see here. And and you might have to travel to someone, perhaps, in this is what I feel here. So this is quite interesting. Anything else that wants to come through? Okay. Follow your dreams. Okay. So it could be having to deal with some sort of entrepreneurism or visionary and what it is that you want in a relationship or situation. How interesting, guys. I'm going to pull a final card, which is the Native American spirit, because what our Native American ancestors can perhaps teach us. Let's take a look at what they have to teach you for the month of October here. This is going to be important for you, Gem. Whoa, here it is. Vision quest. Oh, I'm not so surprised. Wow. This is really beautiful. Okay, I'm just looking at this. It's so beautiful. Check this out, guys. Vision quest. So this is important for the month of October. So this is about, taking the time away from people and away from situations, right? And this is about stepping back and finding your inner truth in the stillness, though, in the stillness. Okay, so some of you might be doing that, and this is, know that you're being guided here, and that the answers are all around you. Okay, and watch for those answers in the coming days from you taking a look at this reading here, because really trust that your life is being directed. Okay, sometimes when it comes to the Native American, when it comes to like even earth-based cultures type thing, that big questions are answered by a vision quest, right? And so, or some sort of retreat in nature. So this is, like, who am I? What am I meant to do in my life? Is this person right for me? Kind of that type of thing. So even if you don't have a burning question, this card is just telling you to take the time away from your ordinary life and explore the depths of the soul. And I think that's why you got at the very beginning kind of this card right here, depths of the soul and the unconscious, right? We had that. So that's really interesting here. So, and the answers are all around you, but you have to be still to kind of get the messages. So that's what this is saying. So watch for the signs, spend some time alone, get out in nature, get off the cell phone, get off the internet a little bit, okay? Simply just be, and listen to the world around you. And be still, all right? And let the messages come to you, okay? That's what's coming through for you, Gem. Thank you so much. Sending lots of love, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, namaste.